This is my first ODST style re-entry inspired by Heretic 391's KSB Halo drop pod video. The drop pod itself looks nothing like a Halo drop pod, but the concept is similar, and it lands without a parachute. The mods I'm using to make this video are Landertron Smart Retro Rockets for Landers and Space Planes by Xander Tech. It allows the pod to land without a parachute by executing a soft landing similar to a Soyuz landing, and we'll see that at the end of the video. This is my drop pod, nothing fancy, has a command seat, 2 batteries, 4 solar panels, reaction wheel, and a heat shield. Outside are 4 Landertron XT-L1 retro rockets to kill descent without a parachute. Now we've got an orbit set up. I'm going to go ahead and deploy the fairing, get the Kerbal out, get him into his command seat in the drop pod, and then reorient the craft to retrograde. Unfortunately, how the seat's oriented, I had to use the what looks like the zenith marker on the nav ball instead of the actual retrograde marker. Now it's time to set up the deorbit burn so I can land on the land. I have not tried this landing in an ocean yet. I'm not sure how that would work. Maybe another video. The Jeb's actually will be controlling the command pod via the command seat in the drop pod itself. The drop pod will then decouple from the command pod, rotate around to point at the nav ball's zenith, and then hit re-entry interface, and we'll go from there. Okay, now we're going to decouple. Turn the pod around. Luckily we have Jeb flying, so we got SAS. Got a reaction wheel in there for attitude control. And we'll hit the atmosphere in a bit. I noticed after I swung the pod around so the top was in the sun, Jeb's head is sticking, or helmet is sticking a little bit out. Fortunately, the heat shield did all of its heat shield duties and kept that heat away from Jeb's head. Okay, we just entered the physics engine. This is when the heat shield starts heating up. Re-entry heat does its deal. I'll show you the inside once we get there. It's pretty funny. Starting to heat up. Let's take a look inside in a little bit. You'd think he'd burn up in there, but thankfully not. Let's have a look, shall we? There's good old Jeb, he's loving this. Looks like he's having fun. He doesn't know what he thinks of it. Okay, now we're free falling. About to hit the ground. It was the first time I'd ever had those things go off before, so that was pretty cool. All in all, it was a success. Let's get Jeb out by clicking his head. Spect craft time. What's it look like, Jeb? Check the outside. Looks good. How about inside? Cool beans, everything's still there. Good mission.